back to a clean repo. No more twig debugging nonsense. Um, Other than we're gonna go re-add the services twig lines back. Then we'll refresh cache. Now the next step is to make this nicer. Looking at Tailwind earlier. So we want to maybe put the logo beside the menu. Where is our beautiful, beautiful mock-up for wireframe? All right, right now we have a Drupal logo on the top left and a menu below it, all in the wrong direction. So let's change that. We're gonna have to use some CSS. The Tailwind installation. Let's see if I believe it's broken. So let's figure out if it is. Oh man, we have a whole bunch of. I thought I took care of this. I guess I didn't ignore website default files in the gitignore. However, this is a good time to grab the example.gitignore. I do not like this resolution and all this wackiness. Anyhow, I'm just going to copy it. It contains all the default gitignore stuff from Drupal itself. So we are going to add it to our gitignore, which lives one directory up. So we're going to end up adding web to the front of a lot of these. Let's go ahead and get up here. I'm going to paste it at the top. We may as well have a deep dive look at what it actually says. This file contains, I'll close this one. This file contains default gitignore rules. To use it, copy it to gitignore, and it will cause files like your settings.php and user upload files, which is all this mess right here. Well, these aren't user upload files, but they are cached twig HTML files, PHP files. But you get the point. It's all garbage files that we won't want to keep, is what I'm trying to say. So let's go ahead, and we already have vendor down here, and really what we want is some sort of wildcard. Or if we leave it like this, I think it picks up all the vendors. If we were to add a slash in front of it, that would mean it's only going to pick up the vendor in the root. So we already have that down here. We're going to get rid of it down here, though, to leave it. We do this in a pedantic sort of way because in the future, if they update their default gitignore file, we can easily compare it just with our eyeballs or using a tool like gitdiff, and it'll be much easier to process in your mind than if you just get rid of all these comments, or this ends up down here somehow, so on and so forth. It's best to keep all the files looking as close to the originals as possible, I think. My opinion. Okay, shut up now. Let's go. Web. I'm adding web, like I said, because this gitignore file is outside of the web directory, beside it. Is a better way to say it. So web sites star. This will take care of any multi-sites. That answers the question, why is there a star there instead of just web sites and then default settings? Because you may have many different domains in this Drupal installation, but we're only dealing with one. We'll leave the default because it's just fine. Go ahead and web sites. If what I said up here is true, I shouldn't have to do this, but Go for it. I think that makes sense. Anyhow, I'm adding web to everything because it's just easier. Even if it did work without it. We want to keep our .ddev. Theoretically, this will be the only ddev directory. I'm just going to leave it as it was. Same with the idea. To test this gitignore, first we'll clean up, then test. All right. We have an updated gitignore with what they recommend, which includes the website's files directory, which is all this stuff. Now that's all in the repo already, deleted. Not sure what's going on. Let's just git reset hard. And it's back to green. There's no untracked files. If there were files that were untracked, it would be still yellow, and this git status would be, it would not say clean. All right. Oh, I just trashed our file. Undo. I just Control Z'd in here and hit save again. So look what you do when you don't think and just type. Be careful. Be very careful. All right. Git diff. It's showing all our changes in the green. And the white is what was there before. Let's git add.gitignore. Git commit -m. Updated gitignore from example. Git push to make sure it gets up into our repo. I like the clear. Makes things easy to look at. Close this gitignore. If we do a drush cr, the repo should stay clean. And it does not. We still have websites, default files deleted. I guess that's because they're in the repo. Git add dot git commit deleted files now ignored. Now we'll get push. Now if we do a CR, it will be clean, I hope. Yeah, there we go. We did it properly now. All right.